Hey guys, here it's your Bunny Karnak with the Star Wars Armada Explained. Thank you for joining me again. We're going to be looking at the Rebel officer Toryn Farr, Trollin Farr, Rerollin Farr, whatever your preference of name you wish to call her. I call it that bitch, just because we'll get into it. Anyway, she is a unique officer. How can you tell she's equips the officer upgrade slot? You look at the bottom left hand corner of the icon there. You'll see the officer upgrade icon. She's faction specific to the Rebel Alliance, which you can see that symbol there next to her point cost, which is 7. She is unique, meaning if you look there in front of her name, you'll see a little dot or bullet point. Signifies she's unique. You can only have one of her in your fleet. The card reads, while another friendly ship or squadron at distance 1 to 3 is attacking, it may reroll 1 blue die. Very straightforward. No errata, no clarifications. Let's dive right in. So what's the first thing that we have to check? It needs to be another friendly ship or squadron is the first part. So any ship she is on, if that ship has a blue die, they cannot use her ability to reroll their own blue die. Everyone else gets that benefit, not her ship she's on. So you will almost always see her equipped to a GR-75 medium transport, because just a medium transport and her is only 25 points, and she provides this mobile radius reroll boost die platform that goes around and is amazing. Why is it amazing? Well, the next part of her card is that you need to make sure you're checking distance, which is 1 to 3. So let's bring up the distance band here. Remember, black is distance 1, red is distance 2, 3 is orange, 4 is this peach, and 5 is yellow, at least for Vassal. So we're going to check 1, 2, 3. We will see here that we're just barely in range of this X-Wing. That's distance 1 to 3. And when you're checking range, remember, it's not an attack. When you make an attack, that's when you range, from the cardboard of the ship to the target you're trying to attack. Otherwise, for beneficial upgrade cards like this, or upgrade cards in general, where it just says you need to check range, you measure from the plastic base of your ship to the closest point of the target you're trying to reach. Now, you don't count the shield dials or the shield frame in this, okay? Not measuring to or from, just the physical plastic white base itself. So if we zoom in here, we can see here that that is distance 3. We're barely tapping that X-Wing. So this X-Wing, for example, it's attacking this TIE fighter. So it's going to roll its initial attack pool, which is 4 blue die on anti-squadron, and oh man, it completely whiffed. But guess what? We're at distance 1 to 3 of Toryn Farr. He is attacking, so he can re-roll 1 blue die. So he's going to do that. And he re-rolls, and hey, now at least he took a damage roll that would have been nothing, and he re-rolled it into 1 damage. And more oftentimes, especially with X-Wings, is usually they're going to roll the 2 damage, and then you can try to fish for that 3rd damage when you re-roll. In that case, come on now. There we are. You can re-roll into 3 damage, and you can kill that TIE fighter. Or if it's a scatter ace TIE fighter, you lock the scatter, you hit it with the 3 damage. Even with the brace, it's down to 1 health. It's practically almost dead. And she is just fantastic. Cannot be understated how much value she brings in the squadron fight for Rebels. She's a no-brainer, because not only can she help squadrons in anti-squad attacks, because almost all Rebel ships throw blue die on the attack, she also helps out ships that throw the blue die when attacking squadrons to ship attacks. Ships like the Y-Wing, even though it's bomber, what happens if it throws an accuracy? Well, typically you're just out of luck. But with Toryn Farr, again, it can re-roll that accuracy, potentially in the damage. Let's just go ahead and roll a die here. We're going to set it to an accuracy. If this was not a Y-Wing, but a Gold Squadron. Sorry. Let's say it's Gold Squadron. Now, Gold Squadron, in this situation, if it rolled an accuracy in a blue hit, it's like, oh, only 1 damage. With Toryn Farr, again, it can re-roll it. Boom. Now you've got your 2 damage. You just got more value out of that attack. Same deal with maybe you brought a B-Wing, which is a bomber that throws a blue, and a black die. Let's say that you really fudged that attack roll when you rolled it, and maybe you rolled a blank and an accuracy with that B-wing. So you could, if you had something like the GR-75 of Bomber Command Center, guess what? You reroll that black die, and you use Toryn Farr to reroll the blue die. Boom! Now you're immediately doing 2 damage again. Can't be understated. She's also great with all of your capital ships, trying to fish for accuracies, or if you roll too many accuracies, being able to roll one of those potentially back in the damage, or if you're trying to fish for blue critical effects and for ion cannon slots. She's a mobile platform of just awesomeness, and she's a fantastic card. So if you're playing heavy squadrons, you will often see her in pretty much all those kinds of fleets. But that's Toryn Farr. Very straightforward, very basic. Again, just only try to give a few examples of why her usefulness is so good. Of course, if you feel like I missed anything or got anything wrong, please be sure to point it out. Let me know. And again, she can re-roll 1 blue die for any ship except her own ship. Thank you for joining me. And like always, I will see you guys next time.